I just came in from a long walk and I took you along with me. However, after this long walk, and might I say it's been the first walk of 6 months, over 6 months that I've taken, I hadn't pressed the video button. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I enjoyed that walk very much, and I will take you tomorrow with me and show you my beautiful little town. But I needed to go today for a walk. I've actually been wanting to go for a nice long walk for a while, but I've lost my confidence ever since I fell and broke my shoulder. I'm afraid to fall again, so I have been not walking, and which is really bad for all of me. So today I decided I would start walking again. And I thought, well, I'll take you along with me for some inspiration. Well, didn't work. I mean, I went for the walk. Thank you for the inspiration, even though that you didn't come along, but I will take you next time. So what I was wanting to tell you all about was I had my last physio yesterday. And after much convincing on my part, I was released from physio. Now, in the past 2 months, there has not been very much progress at all. I still can't get my arm around behind my back. I can't get it past my hip, and I cannot get my arm all the way up over my head. And even though have all the exercises that I need to do that, and I've been doing that, there's been not much progress. So in my mind, it's telling me that if that is ever going to come back, it's going to take a long, long time. And why do I need to be traveling the highway for an hour one way forever if it's not going to come back that quickly? So I pleaded my case with her. I told her that I really didn't really want to do this anymore. And she wasn't very happy with me, I don't think, but I needed to do a reset. I need a reset in my life right now. This whole 6 months has just flipped me over into a different place, and I don't like where I am. So she agreed. I said to her, I think for my age of 69, I'm doing pretty good. And she went, oh, you're not 69. I thought you were in your 50s. And I said, no, I just turned 69. And I think that a lot of the progression or the lack of progression in getting back every little piece of my range of motion has to do with my age as well. And I also have other conditions with this arm. I have lymphedema, and I had frozen shoulder, and da-da-da-da-da. So she agreed. So that felt like somebody opened the door and just let me out. And it was such a good feeling. So no more physio. I'm going to continue with my exercises. I'm going to continue to work these two things that I can't do. And this is something that my husband pointed out to me. The shoulder's not even anymore. Like this is the shoulder that I shattered. Look at how much lower it is than this one. And I'm not doing that. That's my posture now. So I'm all kind of over on one side. Doesn't matter to me. As long as I can do the things I want to do and I love to do, I don't care. And as long as I don't have pain. I do have pain. I'm not saying that I don't have pain. I do. If I overdo it, if I do too much knitting, it'll start to ache. I noticed the other day it was a really cloudy, dreary day. It ached. But that might be age too. Who knows? So the reset began this morning, and I thought that I would take you along on the beginning of it when I went for a nice long walk, and I just did a 45-minute walk. Loved every minute of it. My hips are screaming at me, but I really don't care because this is what's going to happen from now on. I'm going to get back on the walking trail. I had lost 30 pounds before I fell, and now I've gained it back plus some more. So I want to get that off again. I want to exercise. Winter's coming. It doesn't bother me to walk outside in the wintertime. In fact, I actually love walking in the snow. I have really, really good boots. If I had been wearing those boots when I fell, I wouldn't have fallen, but I was wearing these fancy little crazy chic boots that I had bought for spring, and that's why I fell. Anyway, the reset has begun, and I am looking forward to getting my body healthier and my head healthier, because my head is all conflued up too. I am just in a tizzy as to what I am doing. I have started new projects. I've got projects piled up that I should have finished a long time ago. Olive's Bear isn't done. I mean, I still have another month basically to get it done. All I have to do is put the head on and stuff it, and I haven't done it. I've got knitting things that I want to do for Christmas gifts. Haven't started it. Oh, I still have produce that has to be dealt with. I haven't done that. I have almost finished the yard though, and that was a lot of work. I needed to do a lot of garden cleanup and prep for next year. So I have a little video that I think I'm just going to tack on here. This wasn't exactly how I thought this video would go, but I'm going to tack on this little video about what I've done in the garden. And then tomorrow I'm going to go for a walk and turn on the camera, and we are going to start the reset all over again. So thank you for watching. Welcome to any and all new subscribers, and welcome back to my followers who have been with me on this journey for quite some time. Maybe even some of you from the beginning, I don't know. But I do appreciate you coming and watching me, and we are going to get into some crafting this week. Or no, don't promise this week, Dale. No, because it's Friday. The week is over. Next week, we're going to get into some crafting, and I will catch you up on all the things that I've done, and I will record the finishing of Olive. I promise you, that has to be done ASAP. So, from my very cluttered up, well, it doesn't look too cluttered up here, really. My kitchen looks pretty good from here, but believe me, there's stuff to be done in this kitchen too. And that's the other thing. I want to paint this kitchen. I'm tired of it the way it is. I am my own worst enemy, am I not? Okay, I'm not even going to think about that. Let's just end it here. Here's what I've been doing in the garden, and I will try and see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now. I never showed you how I finished off this bed. So these are the Wyoming black raspberries, and this is how they are supposed to be. They're supposed to be upright, supported, and preferably on a trellis, but all the information that I've got said that you can cane them this way too. You just, as long as the canes are supported, they're fine. They will now grow laterally, and that is where the berries will come. So I could trim them down a little bit more, and I think I might. Or I just might leave them like this for the winter and see what happens. And I got all the rest of this cleared out. This is a little, why can I never remember? Currant bush, and the bigger currant bush in the middle, and there's a little one at the end. And I still have this little bit of red raspberries here. And all of this is going to be planted in potatoes next year. So what I'm going to do is, sorry, I had to wait for the tractor to go by. I'm going to cover this now with paper, newspaper, and straw. And same thing here. I'm going to do this whole bed in that. And that'll keep the worms interested in spring. We are due for a good rain tonight, so that's why I'm doing it today. But the other thing I want to do is I want to work on my rose bushes. So I have now got 15 rose bushes, I think. And so they're all looking fine, but I want to make sure that they do fine over the winter. So what I'm going to do, for months, I have been saving eggshells and crushing them. So I'm going to give all of them, each one, a little bit of eggshells for calcium. Roses really love calcium and they need it. So here are all my eggshells, all crushed up, quite a bit in here. I'm going to give them each a sprinkle of that. And then I'm also going to give them a little sprinkle of fertilizer. I just use this Shake and Feed by Miracle-Gro. I'm not supported, I'm just telling you what I use. And then my cousin brought me some oak leaves. Then I'm going to cover them with oak leaves. So that is my task for today. My angel lost her wings. I have to take her in and replace her wings. That's 2 now I have to fix. It was quite a hard year on angels. So I'm going to get cracking and start working on my roses, and I'll show you what they look like when I get them all done. These oak leaves are from last year, last fall. They came from my cousin's farm. He has a lot of oak trees. And this is why they are so good. They've been in a black garbage bag since last year. In the back, exposed to sun, exposed to rain, although they didn't get wet. And look at them. They're like just like they have just fallen. And this is why they're really good protection for roses, especially in our climate, is because they don't decompose. The rain can hit them, the snow can hit them, and they won't create an ice mass around the plant. Like other leaves will get wet and they will they'll get wet and then they'll decompose and then they'll freeze around the roots of the roses, but oak leaves won't do that. So I'm really happy that I have these. So I got these 3 covered. I'm going to go and do the other ones. Now I'm going to have problems because the wind's going to blow them, but we are supposed to get some rain today, later today and tomorrow. So hopefully that'll help them settle a bit. Yeah, that's going to help them. So I'm going to continue on. I've got these roses over here. There's one here, one here, one here, and a climbing rose there. I've given them their fertilizer and their eggshells, so now I'm going to bed them down with their oak leaves. Okay, so these 4 roses are all put to bed with their eggshells and their fertilizer and nice collar of oak leaves. So I'm going to go for lunch. Next thing on my list is to cover this up. This is going to be an in-ground bed next year. And I was going to do that this year, but you know, with a broken shoulder and everything, it never got done. So what I'm going to do is clean this out. There's some weeds in here. I'm going to clean it all up. I'm going to put paper down and I'm going to put straw on top, and it's going to rest all winter, and hopefully that straw and paper will add some goodness to the soil when it decomposes, and I'm sure it will. All right, little by little, I'm getting there. I still have that bed over there to deal with, and I really don't know. You know, I have more irises here, and I do love the show of these irises, but the quack has gotten in there just like it did in this other bed that I took down, and you can see it is a mess. I think I'm just going to clean it up because I do like this one little strip of irises here, but it's pretty bad. The sedum still has a bit of color. I love these. You know, the leaves even have the red color. Look at, aren't they gorgeous? But it's just about finished too. It's lovely. Absolutely lovely. So there's that one bed covered up for the winter. And we're supposed to get rain tonight, so that'll really lay that all down really good. And we'll let the snow do its work. Maybe by spring it'll all be able to be just tilled right into the ground and make a really good soil. So now I'm going to go and do that bed over there on the other side in the same way. It's kind of backbreaking actually, but let's hope this improves the soil. I'm getting things done with the help of the blue jays. And there's the odd robin singing out here. I think all our robins are gone, but these might be robins just passing through from the Yukon maybe. I was teasing my nephew. They have snow in Whitehorse, 6 inches in Whitehorse, and where he lives, they didn't have 6 inches, but they had quite a bit. And I was teasing him that I think their robins are here now, because our robins are smart enough to get the heck out of here. So this is what I'm going to do next, is this bed. Get it all ready. I still have all that stuff to pick up. Could do with a good rake, but I like to rake in spring. I like to leave all of nature's blanket on the ground. It's there for a purpose, and I think it's a good thing just to leave it. In spring, there's not much left in spring. It decomposes down and it feeds the soil. So, yeah, the hedge is pretty bare. Not much privacy now. But then again, we won't be sitting out here in a few weeks. It actually is very nice today. I'm just working in my shirt sleeves. So, okay, I'm going to do this bed next, and then I'm going to go and work in the irises. Yeah. Okay. I got this bed covered now too. So that's all covered. I have paper down first and straw on top. Hopefully that will help this soil come spring. But I am tired beyond tired. So that was a hard job on the back. So I am going to go in the house and have a hot shower, I think. Oh, yeah, I'm happy about that. That's good. Okay, that's enough for one day. I got the roses covered. I got 2 garden beds covered. And I'm finished with my straw bale. I just have a tiny little bit left right there. Actually, that was 2 straw bales that they brought me. So this is just going to stay like this for the winter. But it will be, I'm going to open this up and I'm going to put a trellis or something on the shed and have a creeping vine going over top, I think. Anyway, that's enough for today. Oh, are you as tired as I am? I bet you are.